Last time, finished up talking about Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois and the growing dialogue among African American leaders in the progressive era about how to deal with some distinctly unprogressive developments in the South, which was the rise of segregation and violence against African Americans. Now, I want to follow up that theme that not everybody is a progressive. Not everybody is committed to improving society, making it better. In fact, to say not everybody is a bit misleading because that tends to imply most people are. And in fact, that's not the case. When I talk about the progressive movement, I'm talking about a small but influential group of people from the middle classes, but I'm not talking about the bulk of the population. And in fact, increasing numbers of Americans are alarmed by what they see happening in society, but not in the same way that the middle classes reformers are. Now, particularly when we get into the 1920s, we're going to see a growing reaction amongst many ordinary people to modern life. They're not sure they like the way that things are going. The growth of large cities, one second. Okay, yeah, I need to, Appling County and Morgan County, I'm hearing a bit of a buzz, which means I need two things from whoever that is, because I really can't tell from here. First of all, I need folks not to talk. Secondly, I need you guys to switch off the microphones. Okay, because it's very, very distracting, and you can tell I'm sort of hiccuping on this because it's hard to listen to that and talk at the same time. So if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, basically a lot of people are reacting very badly to modern life. They don't like the growth of cities. They don't like what they see as increasingly free behavior by people in cities. We talked about prostitution and gambling and all that good stuff. Now, the progressives don't care for that either, but you have a lot of people out in the countryside who don't have first-hand experience of city life, but who fear it nonetheless. And many people were joining a form of Christianity that was very much anti the modern age, that disapproved of new ideas, ranging from Darwin's theory of evolution to the increasing freedom of women, to all sorts of things. These folks were joining what I would call a particularly reactionary, meaning very, very conservative form of fundamentalist Christianity. This form of Christianity did not endorse government intervention to solve social problems. Now, many progressives were Christians. Many progressives believed that it was a Christian's duty to do unto others as you would have done unto yourself, to bring all the society to bear to solve society's problems. Fundamentalists preached quite the opposite. They said that a person's life is not really other people's responsibility, that rather everybody is responsible for seeking salvation, that people should not be concerned with improving life on earth, but rather with seeking their own way to heaven. There is going to be a tremendous tension for the rest of the 20th century, right up to the present day, between the forces of modernity, for want of a better word, what we call modern, and the forces of conservatism, the forces particularly of evangelical fundamentalist Christianity, right up to the Reverend Jerry Falwell versus Tinky Winky.